everyone, it's Lady Genevieve. I cannot believe what is happening right now. I have Badoev here with me.
Hi.
Why did you agree to let me interview you?
Because I think that you always watch and talk about us, and it's really pleasure to me and pleasure for Max too, because if you interesting, that's it's good for us, because that it means that our work goes to right way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And a lot of people love your work. And I'm here because I saw Max Barskih's concert. That's who we're talking about, if you hadn't figured it out. But I wanted to talk about you and to get a better understanding of you and your work and how you came to be the living legend that is Badoev.
Oh, no.
You are a legend. You are an icon. It's okay. Like, I'll say it. You don't have to say it. But how did you get into filmmaking?
I'm studying University of Culture in Kiev, and then when I was 22, I do my first film, Orange Love. I have a producers from LA, and it's Alina and Volodya. They used to live in Kiev, and they go to LA, and these people just see my work and say me, do you want to start filmmaking? How it's хочешь ли ты начать создавать кино? Ask me to make a film, and I say, of course, I want. Of course.
Ребятки, вы все такие красивые у меня в кадре, я просто тащусь. Уже близко, давайте еще. Еще лучше.
I wanted to ask you, because most of what we see from you is music videos.
Yeah.
And some big name directors start off in music videos and then they move to feature films. So I'm curious, and this is not me telling you that you should stop, but what makes you stay in the world of making music videos?
I like music very much, and I like short story because it's really not the same that's to do in the movie, because movie it's long story about one things. It's really it's quite difficult and really interesting, but sometimes when I listen to music, I can't stop to imagine some story, some short story, and for some director it's quite difficult to do short story, write short story for people write short story that this story should be understanding of people. So for me it's some challenge to listen to music and to do the story.
And of course, a lot of people know you because of Max Barskih, because that's like who you collaborate the most with. How did you two meet?
I meet with Max in TV show. It's like X Factor, like Fabrika Zvezd. The name is Fabrika Zvezd. We meet when I was directing show in the stage. So, and I like the music of Max. It's take me like the music of Max take me like in stress, and I every time I imagine some story, some interesting work with him. So when the Fabrika is over, I just say, do you want to start to be my artist, and I can be your producer? So we just do like this and go.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So can you explain the difference to people who don't understand, with you being, the director and the producer, how that's different from being an artist manager?
It's absolutely different because when you are a producer of artists, it's not only management of this artist. You do the whole work. So you create a world of this artist. You create all style, all story, all legend of this artist. And of course you do the management. But I never do music. Music, it's only Max. Max write the text, lyric, music, orange, it's only Max. When Max give me a new music, I listen this and say, okay, Max, it can be like this. Max слушает меня. Max hearing my propose and tell, no, I never be like white, please, no, and then okay, wow, it's great, look at me, I'm great. So this is how all this happens.
So I have to ask about the dance era, because that was the first thing that I ever learned about, and that was actually what got me into Ukrainian pop. I'll tell you the story because we've never really hung out and chatted before, so I might as well tell you. A friend of mine who follows the Eurovision stuff, and because that song got entered into the selection, and my friend knows what I like and he knows what I don't like. So he sent that music video to me. And he was just like, oh my God, you have to watch this. You're going to love it. And I watched and I was like, what is this? This is amazing. This is not a music video. This is a film. What did I just watch? It was amazing. And then the rest just kind of snowballed from there. But how did all of that come about? Because I love the whole the homage to Michael Jackson, but it's still its own thing, and the fact that it really is like a film, because I've seen the behind the scenes videos. I don't know what you're saying because it's all, I don't understand, but the giant cranes and the choreography, the makeup, everything.
It was so interesting, so funny, so unusual, and really, really тяжело. Это как? And really, really difficult. But when I listen first time dance music, I say, wow, you should dance. And Max like to dance, and he study, he do some schedule. But now Max don't like dance.
Why? He's so good at it.
I think too that he is so good, but they say, maybe I'm too old for dance. But artists, it's very important to listen what artists mean. Maybe sometimes that they don't wanna he don't wanna dance because he want to the people listen, maybe something important, but sometimes Max say, I can dance in this pictures or in this video, I want it. So I happy when they want to dance, of course.
Yeah, because I love that whole
But
series.
In Pafredo, he don't dance.
Yeah.
But it's really big artist work.
Yeah.
So it's different, absolutely different video, different music. Max change really quick.
Yeah.
In the music.
When those songs aren't really dance songs.
Yeah.
So it would be weird unless it's the more contemporary style of dancing.
Absolutely.
But he did that too. With the, is it
НЕБО.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That was
magical. I like it very much.
I love that.
Yeah, I love.
I like how there's a distinct style and era with each new album. Do you decide that very early on, or does it come later once more songs are out? Like, how does that all come together?
Sometimes I see just I listen one music from album and I see what we need to do. But sometimes, for example, like in this new album 7, it was really difficult because the whole album it's like 19, 18, and I don't realize how what perfect can I do for this music. And when we shooting of music video Берега, I realized the whole concept. It's for me it's like push. Yeah, when I filming this video, I say this is our style for new album and for our show. And Max say it's wonderful. He very love this style, so I really happy.
I also wanted to ask you, because you work with TAYANNA, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, of course, TAYANNA.
Yeah, so how did you meet her and how did that all happen?
You know, I meet with TAYANNA many years ago, and I understand that she's really beautiful. She has really beautiful, really powerful voices. And of course, I want to help this young woman because not everybody has voices what she has. And when we meet, when we try to do something together, it was 9 Life, first song, 9 Life. And it's like we start and never stop because it's powerful expression for me.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of her videos and it always looks really good because it's you doing it. That's why. So I have a really nerdy question to ask. This has to just do with filmmaking. Do you know what aspect ratio is? I don't know if you know that in English. It's like if it's a square or if it's like this, like the dimensions.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So sometimes in a music video, you'll change it like from one shot to another. And I was wondering why you do that and how you decide that.
Because sometimes I want to two different texture of visual experience of sometimes it's like first line of script, and when I do like bigger, it's like воспоминания. It's like memories. So that's why I change this in one video to texture of video.
Yeah, because I always wondered why that would change, like in the middle of the scene. I'm like, maybe it would make more sense if I understood the lyrics, but most of the time I don't know what the lyrics are. I just go off of like melody, production, and visuals. Yeah. So, but I really like it. Do you work with color grading on every video? Like, do you have someone who specifically does that job?
Of course. I have a young friend of mine. It's a girl. Lunar Age. His name Lunar Age. She's has really beautiful style of color correction. I like it so much. Of course, for a different video, we sit together and talk about what I want, what I exactly want, what I need for impression of this video, and we do this.
Because how do you decide the color palettes for videos? Like, does it happen very quickly when you hear the song? Because like you have the one, I'm so bad with pronunciation. I don't want to embarrass myself. The one with Ани Lorak where it's like black and red.
Yeah.
That one looks really cool. How do you decide, like, okay, this song, visually, we're doing black
It's
and red?
all about emotion. Sometimes I don't listen the lyric of music. I listen music and voice. And it's, for example, how you listen to Russian music. You don't understand, but you understand emotion. So for me, emotion is first. So I don't want to understand about what about she singing. I want to understand what my heart understand. It's most important. So when I understand what I feel, I want to see the whole of the world of this feeling, if I right to say. Do you understand what I say? Yeah, because my English is so bad. But
no, your
sorry.
English is good. Like, I've interviewed artists where they completely answer in Russian because they just don't understand.
When I live in LA 1 month, my English better and better and better because I go to the party and talk with some people. We drink a lot and no problem. Everybody is understand what I mean. But when you sit in Ukraine, of course, your English is dead.
I wanted to ask you about special effects. Like, you know, there's practical effects, there's visual effects. So like the Елена Темникова video you did, Doe, I love that video.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Like, to me, it looks like an alien abduction when she's rising off of the floor, because I love sci-fi. So to me, that's like, you know, when the aliens come down in the beam and then they like pull you up. That's what that looks like to me. I don't know what your creative process was, but that was just how I saw it. So of course that would involve like getting hooked up to wires and things like that. So how quickly do you decide, like, okay, this is who I need to call to like make this happen? Like, do you already know at this point in your career, like, how to do that sort of thing?
Yeah, I like post-productions very much, and I know about post. So when I imagine, I know how exactly it's gonna be in the set. So I try to move on and find new things of post-production for the video, because I think that when you touch YouTube and watch the video, I want that you feel this music and that you say, wow, how they do it. It's important, because if you say like this, you watch one more time and and you show your friends. It's for example, Елена Темникова, this video about sex.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah.
I kind of got that when there's like oozing of like liquid.
It sounds like feeling. It's like feeling of 5 of chakra, you know, something like really sexual feeling, really sexual touching. But I want to sometimes when I have a feeling like this and nobody watching me, I just put the music, something R&B, and just do like Елена Темникова, but by myself in my home. I'm dancing, and it's like sex.
I mean, it does look like that, like the shot where she's getting dragged off of this frame, and I'm like, that looks a little, and then now you're telling me like, yeah, it's about sex. I'm like, okay. So I wanted to ask you about working with live animals for the Odpusti, that video. How did that become the decision?
It's so funny story, actually. Really funny story, because we have 10 dogs which play wolf. We do makeup like wolf, yes.
So they're not real wolves?
No, of course.
Okay.
It's Laika. I don't know how it's say in English, but it's like Laika. It's Norse dog.
Okay.
Yeah. And this dog, it's so как это приятные, ну очень Димуська, как они.
Are they really gentle?
Yes. They so gentle. They so like and love people like this. I need that. That dog was like wolf, you know.
Yeah.
So we take meat, котлеты, Ukrainian котлеты. It's like meat, piece of meat. And Max take this and do like. And
he must have smelled terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. And he take this cutlet in the arm, in the карманы, как это называется, pocket. So, and I say, Max, when these beautiful dogs come to you, you just take him, like, and do like something, move.
Wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. We shot this first frame. It was really amazing. But dogs как обиделись и ушли от Макса. Как это сказать, Тимка? Ну.
They didn't like it.
But dogs do like, why you do like this? Why you do like this? We good. We just want a cutlet. And they don't in second frame they don't come to Max. They like this crazy man. So it's so funny and so good, but in the frame it looks like something really happens.
Some of the videos are much more, I guess, aesthetically driven, and some of them are more of like a narrative. So how do you decide how far in one direction to go or not?
It's absolutely not difficult for me. If I see the song, listen a song, and if I know the artist, I realize what the people who like, what the fan of this artist want to see. Because some artists, it's more narrative video, because it's for fun, for their fun. It's really important to understand some story, to see some story, to see how they играют это как, how they play some actors scene. And some artists and their fans don't want this. They want beautiful pictures, color pictures, dancing or something. It depends of age. Yeah, of course. If somebody present music for 15 years old people, fans, it should be dance. It should be right emotional pictures. If the fan a little bit older, they want to understand some message, of course.
So I also wanted to ask you, because you work with so many artists from so many different places. Like I know you just did the video with Arash, and I do want to talk about that. But one of the things that, as somebody who's not Eastern European, like I don't speak the language and I don't come from this region, I think it's kind of strange how I feel like Ukrainian artists and Ukrainian creatives have a lot of pressure put on them by like the media to kind of like be political, and I think that's very strange because it's like you're artists, not politicians. And I think that the beauty of art is that it brings people together.
Absolutely.
So I kind of wanted to get your take on that as somebody who does it for a living, because like for me, like would I have ever come to Ukraine if I didn't find out about like Max Barskih's music and then find out about the whole Ukrainian industry? Maybe I never would have come, you know?
Absolutely.
So I just kind of want to get your take on that whole like strange dichotomy of like the clash between art and like media.
I really try stay still and not in political side, because if be absolutely true, I don't understand what happens. I don't understand what it's mean. I don't understand why the people want so much money that they play with people. It's, for me, it's so dangerous. For me, it's so not good. So I don't wanna be in this side.
Yeah.
But of course, this side come to you. Want you want you this or not? So I and Max, we try to be stay still, to be polite. But it's difficult. It's difficult, absolutely difficult.
Because I just think it's so strange, because like your fans, like of you as a director, of Max as an artist, or any of the artists that you work with, they're not just from whatever place that artist is from. So I don't really understand why, because I follow pop from a lot of different regions, and I feel like Ukrainian artists get a lot more pressure put on them than it feels like artists from other countries do.
It's
and
because
I think it's very strange.
It's because a Ukrainian artist really good in the world. Many people know about Ukraine because this artist. So for political, really important that artists stay in this side of political of Ukraine, because they can represent. Of course, political wanted this situation, but for us it's bullshit.
Well, I just think it doesn't make sense, because that's not your job. Like, you're not the one showing up to whatever government building, like, checking in for the day, like, gonna make some laws. Like, that's not your job. But you also mentioned money, so I did want to ask you, because you work with so many different artists, and some are, like, very, very famous, and some are, like, known, but not as big. So how does, like, the budgeting side of everything works? Because it seems like you don't cut yourself off from working with artists that are not as big.
Of course. I do this because I like music and I like my job, and I don't wanna to do my work only for famous, because sometimes unknown artists, or how it say, have so beautiful music, and I want to touch this. Of course. So I want to help. I can, for example, I can do my work without money because it's interesting. And if I help, maybe sometime this artist be big.
Because you did the video with Kadnay.
And
they're famous, but they're not like.
Of course, you know. Of course. It's for me, it's challenge. For me, it's beautiful story. I think if some artists want to do the brilliant music video, they do it, because it's like, if I want, I understand how it can be. It's questions about truly want. if I right to say.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Даже если ты вдруг tu esi vienkārši pārāk skaista.
Can you tell me about the fashion side of you doing videos and stuff like that? Like the Markus Riva video that you did, Krasiva Silna. That was a lot of denim. Like I didn't know that denim could look that fashionable, like with that much denim, but it actually worked somehow, and I still don't know how you did that because
You know,
too much denim looks a little podunk to me.
it's absolutely easy way because I see the Markus like denim, like with white hair and smile and like good body, and I think Markus denim and many girl with denim, it's like Calvin Klein collection.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So do you work with the same, like do you have a set team of stylists, or do you change depending on the video?
I have different stylists, and I collaborate with him for some of video. For example, Sonia Salt is good for this style, Louis good for Max. So it's like you take a different color for your painting.
So I have to ask, I mean, this is all very hypothetical, but because of the fact that TAYANNA did the Vidbir twice, if she had won either of those times, would you have been the one to stage her number?
Of course.
People are going to be so mad. Because, you know, a lot of international fans of Eurovision, they watch all the shows from all the different countries, and a lot of them really like her, and they wanted her to win, like, both times.
Yeah, but, you know, if TAYANNA win, it's cool. If not, we just represent a new song, and we work about a new song just now, and I think this song would be really beautiful, really beautiful.
Is that you saying that she's doing Vidbir again?
Maybe yes.
What? If I post that, fandom will just go. Oh, that's right. You've worked with Sergey Lazarev.
Yeah.
And I want to know how that kind of came full circle, because I know you did the video from like 2000, way long ago. I tried looking for it recently. I couldn't find it. I don't know why. And then you just did the recent one, Zdavaisa. Yeah. So how did all of that happen with, like, you worked before?
We worked before, and we are friends with Sergey. And when they
You're the star, not me.
when they call me and say, I have a beautiful song just for you, it's your story, absolutely, so can you listen? And I listen and say, of course. I want that you walk at the street with big they say, why? Because it's love, and love is hurt.
Oh
my
God,
friend.
Alan. Was that just like a prop? Who do you have on your speed dial of movie prop people? I need a spear, like stabbing someone.
Just like this. I call of my friend of mine and my art director and say, I want I need this spear. And she say, no problem.
And I also wanted to ask you about the Onuka video you recently did.
Oh, yeah.
Which was about, like, environmentalism. So was that their idea, or is that... It might be totally obvious and in the song, and I just don't even know because I'm dumb and I don't understand any of these lyrics.
No, it was my idea, but you know, Onuka, it's artist who music and specific of this music and the whole story of this project. It's like for me more sensitive and more it's project with big как это с большим смыслом, with big sense. So when I hear this music, I just want to see the story about our Earth. And for example, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Bolivia, in LA too, we have big problem with plastic. And I say, come on guys, can we do the story about maybe what we have not so far if we don't do changes. So we do this music video, and you know, everybody, these people who be in the frame, they do this without money. All these people, all this actor just want to do this for Onuka, for this story. And for us it's really great, because we don't have so big money for everybody, and I just write in my Instagram who wants to help. And we have so big casting. Woo!
Well, also because you're Alan Badoev. So.
No, it's for because it's Onuka and me and
yeah,
idea.
but you're one of the big like pieces of that equation. I'm sure a lot of people they're
Thank you.
what? I'm an aspiring actor. Like I want to work with Alan Badoev. Like I want to put that on my resume. Like oh, and I'll help the environment. It'll look good for my reputation. With you mentioning the Earth, I had a question about the Mariya Yaremchuk video.
No.
I don't understand, like, it was black sand or what? Like, I don't understand. Was that
in the Bali?
I was so confused with what I was looking at. I was like, did they CGI this? Or like, where are they? Like, what is happening? And how did they get these giant glass archways into the sand? And I need answers because I'm very confused.
You know, it's a really funny story, because sometimes I go to Bali for months just for swimming and a little bit have a rest. And I go to the black sand beach. And when I was on this place, it's so beautiful, and I can't believe it. And I say, I need to do some music video on this beach. So I call the Mariya and say, come. And we do the beautiful video. When Mariya come, she asked me, what we do? I say, I don't know yet, but tomorrow I show you what we do. And we come to this beach, and I show the whole of movement, something with the sand. And she look at me and say, am I crazy to do this? And I say, yeah, why not? But she is really beautiful in this video.
Yeah, because it was very visually striking, because obviously I didn't know what I was looking at. I've never been to, but I don't go to the beach anyway. I don't like sand. So.
It's about sex too. But
is
sex
every video you do about sex, Alex?
Yeah, it's like when the girl and ocean
come together.
Yeah, come together, and then she came with dolphin. It's terrible.
I also wanted to ask you about working with Alekseev because I got to interview him briefly in, where was I? Madrid. That's where it was, yeah. He was very surprised because I knew his work. And he was very confused because everybody else was just asking him stupid questions about Eurovision. And I was like, so, question about working with Alan Badoev and question about Snovoskolki. And he was like, like,
Cool.
But yeah, I wanted to know about like that collaboration because you did a few videos with him.
I like Alekseev very much because they really talented. They really shiny boy, but when they came to the stage, he's open, and it's really good for artists because he is come down, and when they in stage, when he is come to stage, he's open like a flower.
Yeah,
it's really important for actor, for musician, and I like the music of Alekseev, and I like the style how they singing that song.
Because there's a lot of angst in his videos. It's like, oh, I've got the dying girlfriend. I've got to rescue this drowning girl.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
video. Is that coming from the music? Because he
it's for me it's come from drama of the music which he saw singing.
Yeah, because it definitely seemed like a red thread through all of his work. Yeah.
I like, because I want that people see not just a boy, see the hero who helps in love, who won't спасти, won't save a girl, want to do something, because when you do something, you're hero.
Yeah, because I love the Akiana Mistali video. It's like X-Men, but in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And it was really cool.
X-Men.
It was like Ukrainian X-Men. It's like the superpowers, like jumping into a puddle of water. It's just epic. And then the Arash video, of course.
Yeah.
That really surprised me because I was like, they know each other? I was like, when did this happen?
Yeah, when I be in LA with Max, somebody called me and say, Arash want to meet with you. I say, wow, cool. Yes, of course. And we go to the hotel of Arash, a little bit drink and talk. And then Arash come to Ukraine and see the Ukraine and say me, I want film in Ukraine because it's so beautiful. So I say, okay, super. I like Ukraine. Why not? And he want really dramatical story, really something. They say, can you do something really dramatical, really deep for me? I say, of course, why not? And we do it.
Awesome. Well, I feel bad like having taken up so much of your time. So I feel like to close things off, we should just bring it back to Max because that's like the reason why we're all here. Yeah. Can you just tell me about the Хочу танцевать music video? Because that's like probably my favorite. Well, like I love the dance era, but just purely on an aesthetic level because it's just, there's so much going on. And I'm like, how long did it take to shoot this? Because it's like the amount of costume changes, the amount of props, and like the effects and all of that. Like how creatively.
It's absolutely easy video, but we do this video with passion because I like this song very, very much. It's one of my favorite songs of Max.
Me too.
Я хочу танцевать. And I want to do some funny video. Funny because Max in the life.
He's funny.
Absolutely
He's
funny,
totally
guys.
goofy. People don't know that because he always does like that face in every video.
But when when Max in the home with friends, it's really Makalkin. You know, really somebody who like this. So I want to put this character of Max in the video, and I like it very much. we do this video of VHS cassette, so it's really, really funny, easy, and not expensive video.
That was shade. That
5.
was shade tea. Like, I love it though. You have the toilet. Like, you have the toilet.
Yeah.
I want to know what that phone call was. Like, we need a toilet.
Yeah.
Like, decorated it.
Decorated.
And all that. Amazing.
Toilet, and something was
It was so weird, but that's why I liked it so much, because it was just madness, just aesthetic
Absolutely.
Madness. Well, thank you so much for talking
Thank
to
you.
me. I
Thank
so
you.
appreciate it. Like, hopefully it's okay for you.
It's really, really
talk a lot.
interesting for me that you came to Ukraine, that you came to our concert, that you interested, because
I'm so interested.
it's really important for artists to know, to understand that what we're doing, it's good for people, and it's need people. It's very important in time when we are really tired, and for example, when I say everybody, I want to home and I want to just sit and not do anything, not listen to music. I want just quiet. But then I sit one days in the home and say, somebody want that I filming and that I do a new video. It's important. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Because we love what you do, and it's so
Thank
fun,
you.
like watching the behind the scenes videos where you'll sort of demonstrate what they need to do. Be like, okay, go like this, and then and then they'll immediately cut to a shot from the music video of what you were telling them to do. It's so cool. I love it.
Thank you.